Ohio boy. I very rarely talk about actors or actresses or any drama in Hollywood, but this is something that I must say something about. I know I'm probably going to get a lot of hate, but I'm used to that already. Rachel Zegler is an actress that's fairly new to the limelight. She was in West Side Story, Shazam 2 and the upcoming Hunger Games prequel, and she was also announced to be the new Snow White for the Snow White remake, and everyone got upset, like extremely outraged at this casting choice even more so than Halle Bailey getting cast as Ariel. And if that wasn't bad enough, she told everyone her idea of what the Snow White remake should be like, that Snow White should be her own character without a prince, and everyone just lost their shit over that. Hating her just for stating that she wanted Snow White to be different, not a disgusting crime like beating people like Ezra Miller, not for saying the N-word like Paula Deen. She simply talked about what she thinks Snow White should be, and everyone called her woke and started trashing her and proclaiming she should be fired and just slinging around a bunch of mean garbage. And I think it's totally fucking stupid. First of all, you have the original movie. If you hate the idea of this Snow White, don't watch IT, stay at home and watch the original. To all of you have been saying Disney should experiment and do something different with their remakes instead of just remaking the movies beat for beat. And when someone wants to do something new, you start whining like babies. And 3. Rachel did nothing wrong. She didn't say anything offensive. She didn't physically harm anybody. She just talked about her idea and thoughts IT. And how come you're getting upset about Snow White and not about Beauty and the Beast or Little Mermaid as much? It's because none of your complaints are based on truth, but of a pure bias ego just because it's a remake of a movie that you think is so important that anyone WHO even considers changing it is blasphemous. Also news flash guys, the original Snow White wasn't perfect. There was barely any development for the characters and barely anything that happens in the movie. It's just a series of events leading up to the kiss from the prince. WHO had no development whatsoever, was a total creep not to mention too old for her and whose only purpose was to be the male character that saved Snow White from her sleeping curse. That's IT. So there's honestly a pretty valid reason why you would want to need to change some things about Snow White. Answer me this. Have you ever met a single person that said their favorite animated movie was Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs? And when was the last time you watched IT? You can't remember, can you? Because it's that forgettable. The only reason anyone credits it is for being the first animated movie of all time. That is IT. Outside of that, nobody talks about IT. I guarantee if IT came out after Pinocchio, Cinderella, and especially The Lion King, IT wouldn't be as well regarded as it is. And let's compare all this hate that Rachel Zegler is getting to Ezra Miller. I know, an easy target, right? But unlike MS Zegler, there's actual reason to hate Ezra Miller. There's countless videos of him assaulting and committing vile crimes that should exclude him from working in Hollywood again. And yet there are people that hope he comes back to making movies, while the same people want Zegler kicked out of Hollywood and never work again. Why? 'Cause she's a woman? Women deserve the same amount of respect and opportunity that men have. Women don't need men to hold them up or elevate them. They can do that themselves. It's very obvious to me that these people are only mad at Zegler because of their ego and bias being shattered because Disney is considering changing their beloved Disney classic that is just so great and so well crafted that any slight differences to the original film is flat out unholy. You know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of the reason Adam Sandler's character was convicted in The Longest Yard, just for shaving points of a football game, and people got so angry and upset over that when they could care less about an actual crime. Rachel Zegler is an amazing actress, and I hope she gets more opportunities in the future. She's not perfect, and the way she took being fired wasn't the right way at all, but she doesn't deserve any of the hate she's gotten. She's a person and she hasn't done or said anything wrong that warrants this much backlash. It's one thing to dislike an actor or actress, but it's another to harass and sling hate at someone. WHO is just doing their job and sharing their opinion. And if you can't handle that, then you shouldn't be on social media. And I don't care if you call me woko or an idiot or anything like that. I'm going to stand up for what I believe, and I'm going to be honest about my opinions and feelings whether you like ITO or not. So leave your nasty, toxic, hate-filled comments. 'Cause it's not going to do anything but show me how much a stuck-up, headed sheep you are. WHO can't stand an opinion about anything you like or dislike. So anyways guys, what do you think of this whole situation? Let me know down in the comments, and I'll see you later.